come out here to Brian Road Parts back here on Monterey Road. Basically, we moved a bunch of stuff out here today. Organize that later. You got the loop of track right here around the house. As you can see, this topsoil, everything's coming along here pretty good now. It looks 1,000 times better than it did last year. Temporary track's gonna be out here through the gate. Around the camper. It's gonna hug up against the house right here. This will be temporary track right here. And this will be permanent track here. This is gonna be built up so it's level. And it comes around back here like this. It's come a long way, but there's still a lot of things I can do out here. And basically, this is gonna go straight into the tunnel here and up to a switch track up the top. So, switch track will be right here. Up here to the tunnel. Through the tunnel up to the top. Past the ham radio shack and the hydroelectric plant. And over to here. And it'll come out of the tunnel. Up here. To the upper loop. Bottom loop through the tunnel to the upper loop on the switch track and onto the upper loop. As you can see, this is really coming along pretty good. Switch track there, we'll cover that in a second. And basically onto the upper loop like this. Down to this end on the upper loop. Still on the upper loop. Still on the upper loop. Still on the upper loop. Then we come down here and throw the switch to turnaround track. Basically, turnaround track's gonna go this way. Loop onto the pond and back onto the upper loop, but this time in the reverse direction. And the whole way around. We're getting like too much time here. And on the upper loop. Back on the switch track and down to the bottom. Through here like this and back down here, tunnel, and back down to the bottom loop. Switch track back to the bottom loop and back down onto the bottom loop and around the front. And as you can see, this landscaping is really coming along fast. 5 years, I tell you what, it's about freaking time. And onto the temporary bridge. Hug up against the house. And shoo-bang. Around the camper. Back through the gate. And this basically completes our 5/8 mile circuit. Yeah, that's that far. I hate to say it. That is a 5/8 mile circuit. That's ridiculous. I had no clue I could make that big. I tell you what, that's enough. Have a good rest of the weekend. Good night.